Hey, my name is Eccentric Nana, and if this is your first time dropping by on my channel, you are welcome to my safe space. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to comment. And if you're an old timer, thank you so much for staying tuned. You must have seen the caption, so let's get right into what we have today. Firstly, I'll just do like a mini introduction. My name is Eccentric Nana, and this is my safe space. And here I take you on a tour through my, pretty interesting life. Not necessarily interesting, but I take you to a tour of my life as much as I can. I'm a singer, I am a writer, I own my own blog, I'm a YouTuber, of course, you're here. I'm a podcaster on Nana's Here and I Talk, and I also do variety of things like owning my own business, Nana's Accessories, where we make hand beaded necklaces, bracelets, anklets, and even waist beads. And so this is just me in my safe space. I hope you guys enjoy it, and you're always welcome to drop by whenever you can. Today I'll be taking you guys on a personal journey. I'll be taking you on a personal journey of something that happened in my life 2 years ago, in my family as well 2 years ago. Today is the 21st of October 2022. Even though I don't know when this video will be posted, but whenever it was, this is the day that I shot the video. And today makes it exactly 2 years I lost my grandfather. Amen. I mean, it's kind of weird because a lot of people always think, oh, he's your granddad. I mean, he was old, and he would have died sooner or later. And hearing these things hurts because, in as much as I know he's old, he's still human and he's still a dear and loved person to me. So on the 21st of October 2020, I was sleeping. In fact, I had cried myself to sleep on the 20th, because if you're a Nigerian, you know what happened on the 20th of October 2020. You would know that was a day that our beloved government, in quotes, showed us that they don't really care about the citizens and everything they're doing in this country. We are practically on our own. A lot of killings were done. In fact, that was a genocide, and it was quite unfortunate. A lot of people lost a lot of loved ones, and so I had gone on social media. In fact, I had to delete my Twitter that night because it was unbearable. Oh God, it was so bad. So I had cried myself to sleep. I was watching videos, I was watching testimonies of people who were involved. I was watching videos, live videos and recorded videos, and the entire event was so sad that I cried myself to sleep. So I cried myself to sleep, and I had barely slept 2 hours, and my phone started ringing. For some reason, I like putting my phone on silence to sleep, but just that night, I don't know why. I don't know, maybe the way I just slept off. I cried myself and then I slept off, and then I kind of woke up to vibrations. My phone was ringing out, it was vibrating, and I checked who was calling. My uncle was calling. I checked the time, was like 1:50 something, was like to 2 a.m. I'm like, why is he calling? Man, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I just silenced the call and let it pass the first time. And then the second time again, I let it pass. The third time was around 2 o'clock, 2:20, 2:30, thereabouts, and he called again. And this time I was like, this call is starting to scare me. I think I might just pick up and know what's going on and what's up. So I picked up, and the first thing he said, he didn't even allow me to say hello properly. The first thing he said was, "Where's your dad? Is your dad around?" I said, "Yeah, he's around." Like, why is his phone switched off? I said, "I don't know. We've not had electricity for a while now, and our generator needs to be serviced, and so maybe that's why he switched off his phone, so he can save his battery for the next day." And it's like, okay, just wake him up, give him the phone. And at that point, nothing was going through my mind because I was just waking up from sleep. I was trying to understand what was going on and why he was startled. Nothing came to my mind about maybe my grandmother, my grandpa, or someone, nothing at all. So he said, give your dad the phone. And I just got up. Immediately he said, give your dad the phone. I stood up immediately. I'm like, okay, this thing has to be too serious for him to say, give your dad the phone by 2 a.m. And so I just got up from the bed, and I moved, opened my door because I didn't want to wake any other person in the house up. So I went to my parents' room. I knocked slightly, and immediately they got up, and my dad said, "Who is that?" And I said, "It's me, it's Nana." And then he said, "Well, what is it? What is it?" I said, "Uncle would like to speak to you. It's on the phone now, and he'd like to speak to you." He said it's urgent. I was like, okay. He took the phone from me, and I was just staying at the door because I was trying to know like what was so important that I couldn't wait the next morning, and why did he have to tell me to wake him up by that time? You get that, for him to call me. And so I just stayed by the door, and I was hearing whispers of the phone call. I shouldn't have, but I just had to because I was anxious at that point. My nerves were raging. They were raging. They were just like, "What is going on? You need to find out what is going on. Why are they waking you up by 2 a.m.?" And so I was just there, listening to the little call, brother to brother, trying to know what's going on. And I was just hearing my dad was like, "Okay." That what I basically heard was my dad asked, is it something that he could be taken to the hospital for? My uncle said, because it was on loudspeaker, my uncle said no. My dad was like, My dad just took a deep breath, like, My uncle said, Ogala. See, at that point, hey, you guys don't even know, you don't even want to know how I felt. At that point, I did not know that I could cry. I did not know that, like, tears could come out of me so much again after just the few hours. I was like, I don't know, before I could even breathe and my brain could process what was going on, tears were literally pouring from my eyes. This was around 2:30. I started crying. My dad just opened the door quietly, gave me my phone. I just quietly entered the room, and I was trying to unlock my phone, lock my WhatsApp. I was trying to text my sisters. Immediately, I was like, no, leave text. I called my sister, and I was just crying. I couldn't even say anything. I was just crying. She said, "What is it? What is it? What happened? What is it?" I'm like, "Papa is dead." And they're like, my sister started crying. Like, when you describe it afterwards, you're just like, it sounds like a movie, but this was reality. This was life. This was like, it had gotten to like 2:40, 2:50 a.m. You get, and she started crying. Immediately I said, "Papa is dead." We are not all crying on the phone. God, many being on call, both of you are crying. Who's meant to console her? I called her because want to console her. She's crying. Like, ma'am, that's not the agreement. And so, I had to cut the call because the cries were becoming so much. I had to cut the call, and I just went back to my bed. In fact, I couldn't even lie on my bed. I just lay on the floor, and I was just sobbing quietly. I was sobbing. I was crying. I felt so broken. I felt, I was experiencing three things at the point. I was experiencing one, sadness. Secondly, I was experiencing anger. Because I'm like, why now? Like, God, why now? Like, God, why? Why did I see this coming? Right? And he wasn't sick or anything. So it was just like, God, why? And the third thing I was experiencing was confusion. I was just confused. Like, is this real? Am I dreaming? Or, okay, maybe someone should pinch me or snap me out of this. Maybe I'll come up with it. But it was reality. So I just lay on the floor. I don't know how long I lay on the floor, but I was just crying. I was weeping, like sobbing quietly. I did not know how long I lay there till my brother opened the door, my room, and came in and was like, "What's going on?" And I said, "Grandpa is dead." And he's like, "I'm playing." And then he went back to sleep, and I'm like, this boy, I'm serious here. And then I couldn't sleep. I took my phone. I texted one of my friends that I know. He's always almost up at night, and so I texted him. But for a particular reason, he wasn't online at the moment. Texted my guy, and texted her. She wasn't online, and I'm just like, God, I need someone to talk to right now. And nobody was online, so I just switched my phone off. And the song that entered my spirit was Deredu by Hermin Soul. That was the song that entered my spirit, and I had to look for it to download, and I downloaded it, and I was just listening to it over till the next morning. I did not sleep again. There was no sleep in my eye. I was awake till the next morning. I was just quietly crying, and everything I did that day was just tears. So I was just playing it. And you know what songs can do to you when you're crying, makes you cry more. So I was just playing it, and my soul was just coming a little bit. And my friends came online early in the morning, and they saw my messages, offered to call. Thank you so much, Jay. You're a real one. I can't even deny you're a real one. Offered to call. It was like, okay, tell me about your favorite moments with him. Talk to me about him. How was he like? What was your experience with him so far? And it felt lighter to have someone to talk to about it. It felt lighter to talk to someone about it. And my friend took him on that it's fine, it's okay. My friends were really there for me. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. And I just started looking for his old pictures. Suddenly my cousin started sending his old pictures, and I was just looking through them. I was looking through his last birthday pictures. His birthday was just 2 weeks before his death, so I was looking through the pictures we took at his birthday, and man, it just felt so unreal. Like that was for the next 3 days. I could tell you I was very numb. I had a very numb feeling. I wasn't feeling anything. Like, you could shout at me, you could talk to me. I just wasn't feeling anything. My emotions were just at a stop for the next 3 days, and my brother couldn't quite process why it was like that, but I guess people grieve differently. At the same time, I had stopped asking God why, and I started to be more appreciative that he wasn't sick or anything, but I still had a little bit of question in my heart, like, why now, and why didn't I see this coming? And I just till tomorrow just never have answers to those questions, but in all things we give God the praise. So yes, that started my process of grieving. It wasn't grieving per se, but it was grieving of a loved one. But what's perception? I just decided to let it go for the next 3 days. After that, I stopped crying, and I started trying to get used to the fact. And then I didn't understand that I was still hurting. Like, for the next 2 months, I thought maybe, okay, I'm over this, you're a big girl, you can chest it. And then I went home. I went home to see my grandma. Like, people of God. It's not that I could have gone earlier. In fact, I went the next month, middle of the next month, which was November. I could have gone earlier, but I just wasn't feeling like it. I wanted to be ready enough to console her, my grandma. I just don't want to go there and start crying from the beginning and then make it worse. But when I went there and I entered the house and I noticed his usual sitting spot was empty, I broke down. I can't even lie to you, like, I broke down. I literally had to go upstairs and start crying. So the burial came. And it was successful. Thank God. People turned up. We celebrated his life well spent on earth. And so that year of the burial was the next year, 2021, because we had to obey rules. 2020 was a lockdown year, so we had to obey health rules. And the next year, 2021, around March, I decided to open his brochure for the first time after the burial. The burial was, I think, 17th January 2021, right? And so I opened this brochure and I was reading through it, and before I could finish, tears had soaked the pages of this brochure. Man, I knew, like, that girl, I wasn't done with this. There was still a part of me that just had a lot of questions, and I needed those questions to have answers. But the truth is that we will never have answers to those questions. It's not all questions that get answers as far as you're on this earth, and that's it. Opening and reading those stories brought the hurt back once again, and that is how it is for most of us. Most of us, it's like we think we've healed, or how when people come to console you, they say it's well, and they say, oh, over a period of time you will get over it. The truth is that it's not every hurt that you get over, and that is the absolute truth. It's not every loved one you lose that you get over in a space of 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Sometimes even after 10 years, that hurt is still present. You might not know till you bring us something that's like scratching a wound that has healed, just using a sharp object to scratch it again, once again, and then you notice that, oh, this wound can still be reopened. I just need to touch it a bit. That's how hurt is. Hurt looks like it has closed up until you take a sharp object and just touch it, and then it opens up again into a fresher wound, a fresher hurt. It's fine. It's fine to be hurt. It's fine to feel pain. It's fine to feel sadness, it's fine to feel anger, it's fine to feel confused when you lose a loved one or you lose something. It's okay to have this different display of emotions. What I don't appreciate is when people realize you're hurting and then they don't see you hurting as something to look into or something to be cared for, especially people you call your friends, people you call your family members. Nah. If I see someone hurting, I would try to understand what would they want at this moment. Do they want to be left alone? Do they want to be showed care to? It's always like that. Some people like to be left alone when they're hurting. Some people like to be showed care to when they're hurting. You just need to find out which one works for my friend, which one works for my sister, for my brother. You just need to find out and stick to them. And trust me, it will cause the healing process to be faster, even though you may not heal fully. And what losing a loved one does to you, you know what it does to you? It makes you realize that life is fickle. Like, it makes you realize that life is just a snap of the finger and everything you own, you have, you choose is gone. That's how losing a loved one is. Like, it makes you realize that, oh man, this life is actually nothing at the end of the day. And yeah, I've lost this person. Someone is going to lose me tomorrow. Someone is going to lose me next 10 years, next 5 years. And it makes you start to make better choices. Live life at large. Live life to the fullest. Still making the right choices. That is what it does to you. It makes you understand that, yeah, I need to love right. I need to love strongly. I need to hold on to the ones I love. I need to show more love. I need to show more care. I need to let people know that I'm there for them. I need to let my friends know that I'm there for them. I need to let my friends know that I love them and I'm appreciative of the friendship we have. You need to start doing. Hear a lot of people say, I don't owe my friend anything. You call this person your friend. For goodness sake, if that person is your friend, you owe the person loyalty, you owe the person love, you owe the person honesty, you owe the person care, you owe the person everything that real friendship has. Don't say, oh, I don't owe anybody anything, I don't owe them shit, I don't owe them. No. If they're your friends, there are certain things you owe your friends, people you call your friends. There are certain things you owe people you call your loved ones. You owe them good communication. You owe them checking up. You owe them these things. These are people you call your friends. These are people you owe dear to your heart. You cannot just live life and say, oh, I don't owe them anything. Nah, I think you need to be worked on, because you definitely owe them these things if you really call them your friends and your loved ones. It's that simple. Very simple rule of life. Not when they are gone, you not start shouting, oh, I wish I had done, I wish I had done. You had the time. You have the time. Use it. Live, love, laugh. Live life fully. Love fully. Laugh a lot. Not every time in front of your face. You're always front of your face. You're always angry. There's always anger inside of you. Sure, being in Nigeria is not a thing to be laughing about with this economy and the bad government and the flooding thing that is going on. Yes, but while you can do these things, love fully. You don't know when someone will be gone. We cannot, someone dying, it's not like, setting a reminder and then okay, if this person dying by 2 a.m, I have to be up by 1 a.m. to spend the last moments with them. It's never like that. It's never like that. Even those that they pull off life support, you don't even know exactly when they will die, when that life support is up. It's just an estimated time. Love today. Live fully. Trust me. Me extending my care, extending my love, extending my support to those who are in flooded areas of our beloved Nigeria. I hope you guys get help as soon as possible. We are praying for you people, and we are doing as much as we can to get support, even if it's private support, because it looks like our government is not saying anything about it. But I hope you guys are doing your best to stay safe. And to those who have lost a loved one during this flooded period, I send my condolences, and I pray that their souls rest in peace. It's quite unfortunate with what is going on currently, and I just pray you heal. I just pray you heal, and man, I just pray you heal. Honestly, I really pray you heal, and you don't beat yourself over the death of your loved one, especially those in the flooded area. It's not your fault. It's just a result of a failed government and wicked people. One thing, I will tell you one thing. You're going to be fine. See, you're going to be fine at the end of the day. But the thing is, you do not expect it to fully go away. This is 2 years of his demise. and I still felt like crying a little bit today. I just had to play some songs to help my spirit get lighter. I still felt like crying. I still felt pain. I still felt anger. I still felt a little bit of confusion, but in all things, I'm still grateful that he lived a very good life and I was able to be part of that life. I was able to experience, living through his lineage, living through his generation, and I'm appreciative of all those things. But am I still hurt? Yes. Am I still pained? Yes. Will I be fine? Yes. That is the truth. So, thank you for banking with me. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for always subscribing to my videos. Thank you for always watching and sharing. Thank you so much. I see you guys, and I appreciate you guys. So until our next video, I will see you guys later. I actually took a trip to the zoo, and I haven't been able to upload that video due to one or two reasons, but trust me, you will really like that video. I mean, I saw a lot of things. I saw a actual lot. So I'll be uploading the video as soon as I can, but until then, I'll see you guys later, and bye.